Students, welcome to you all once again in your English class. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 11 of your English grammar book, and the name of the chapter is subject verb agreement. Sorry, this is a chapter number 12. Okay, so in this video we will learn about what is subject and verb in the sentence, how to identify subject and verb in the sentence, what exactly is subject verb agreement, okay, and basic rules surrounding it. So let's start this video. So what is the student subject? Okay, when we write this sentence and we always says that this is the subject. So what is subject? So subject, it is a person, place, thing or idea that is doing or being something. Okay, so what is subject? Subject means person, place or thing, means basically noun. Okay, noun, it is the subject. Okay, and what is the verb? Verb in the sentence, action performed by the subject or state of being. Okay, what the action is performing by the subject, that is called a verb. Let's see the example and let's understand this subject and verb with this example. Ajay plays cricket regularly. Okay, this is your simple sentence. So if I say what is the subject in this sentence, then what you will say? What is the subject? How you will identify subject? Then when you ask the question, who is performing action? Okay, if you want to know the subject, then we have to ask the question, who is performing action? Okay, so who is performing action here? Ajay. Because I am saying Ajay plays cricket regularly. So who is performing action? Ajay. So that is our subject. Okay, and to identify verb, what will we say? We say what subject is performing. Okay, we'll ask the question, what subject is performing. Okay, so our subject was Ajay. Okay, and what he is performing? Ajay plays cricket regularly. What he does? He plays. Okay, so that is our verb. Okay, so that is our subject and verb. Let's see the next. So what is the subject, verb and verb agreement? In a sentence, the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. Number means singular and plural. Okay, and person means first person, third person and second person and third person. Okay, that I have already explained to you. This is called agreement of the subject and the verb. Okay, when a subject when the verb agree with the subject, okay, in numbers and person, so that is our subject verb agreement. Let's see the example. Rishi is going on a trip to the Himalayas. Okay, so here as you can see, Rishi, it is our subject and it is singular subject. Okay, so with this we are using singular verb is. Okay, and let's see the next. Karim and Mohan are the opening batsmen of our team. Here the subject, it is in plural form, Karim and Mohan. Okay, more than one person are there. Okay, so it is a plural subject. So with the plural subject we are using plural verb are. Okay, Karim and Mohan are the opening batsmen. So let's see the next, agreement in number and person. So the first point is the subject and the verb in a sentence must agree in a number. So number, as I told you, singular and plural. So the verb must agree with the subject. A cat sleeps on the porch. So here as we can see, a cat, it is in a singular form. So with that we are using singular verb. Okay, we are adding s with the verb. So it is in singular form. Here the subject cat is singular and so the verb is also in the singular form, slips. Let's see the next, cats sleep on the porch. Here as you can see, students, our subject, it is in a plural form, cats. We are not talking about a single cat. Okay, we are talking about cats. So here the verb here also in a plural form. We are not adding s and es with the verb. Okay, cats sleep on the porch. So that is our plural subject and plural verb. In this sentence the subject cats is plural and so the verb is also in the plural form. Let's read the next point. Verb must also agree with the subject in person. As I told you, first person, second person and third person. Okay, so the verb must agree with that. I am well. Okay, here our subject is I. Okay, and always with I we are using am. Okay, so I am well. Next is you are well. Okay, here our subject, it is in the second person form. Okay, so with that we are using are. You are well. In this sentence the verb are agrees with the subject you, which is in the second form person. and she, he is well. Okay, so she or he. Okay, so that is our third person form. So with that we are using singular verb is. So he, she is well. So in this sentence the verb is agree with the subject which is in the third person. They are well. Okay, so they, it is in the third form. Okay, but it is in the plural form. So with that we are using plural verb, they are well. Now let's move into the next. Verbs at a distance from the subject. So let's read the next, what it is telling. In some sentences the verb is not placed next to the subject. In such sentences the verb must agree with the subject and not the noun or pronoun closest to it. Okay, let's understand this with example. My friends, including Priyanka, the tall girl with short hair, and Grishma, the short girl with curly hair, suddenly enter the room. Okay, so here students, our subject is my friends. Okay, and the verb is enter. Okay, so we are placing the verb according to the subject, not the nearest noun and pronoun, because here as you can see two nouns are there, Priyanka and Grishma. Okay, but we are not placing the verb according to that noun and pronoun, we are placing according to the subject. Okay, so it doesn't matter the subject, it is nearest or far. Let's see the next. Here the subject friends, it is in plural form, so the verb enter is in the plural form. The man who owns the villas and apartments in South Bangalore has called. In this sentence the subject is the man. Okay, as you can see here the subject is the man. Thus the subject is singular and the verb has called. Here the verb is, it is in end. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, but the verb placed according to the subject. If the subject is singular, you have to place the verb in singular form. So is also singular. Let's read the next sentence starting with there or here. Okay, so if the sentence is starting there or here, what will we do? In most sentences, the verb is placed after the subject. In sentences that begin with there, the subject is placed after the verb. The verb needs to agree with the subject and not here or there. So let's read the example. There is no table in this hall. Okay, so we are not placing the verb according here and there. Okay, we are putting the verb according to the subject. So here as you can see students, table, it is in a singular form, it is singular subject, so we'll write is. Okay, so let's read the next. Here are the books you ordered. Okay, so as you can see students, here books, it is in a plural form. Okay, so we are placing the plural verb with it. Singular subjects joined using and. Okay, so if the two words, okay, if two names are joined with and, then what will do? If two singular subjects are joined with and, a plural verb is used. Okay, so if two different nouns are there, so we'll place plural verb. Rohit and Fred are friends. Okay, she and I were hungry. Let's move into the next. However, if the two subjects in the sentence refer to the same person or thing, then a singular verb is used. So, don't forget students, please keep these things in your mind. It is just opposite, okay, that we read before. Fish and chips is my favorite dinner. Okay, as you can see here again and it is joining two nouns, but they are not different nouns. Okay, they are the same person, they are the same person or things. Okay, so with that always we put singular verb. So fish and chips is my favorite dinner. So here fish and chips described a single dish. Compound subjects joined by or nor. Okay, so when a sentence has two subjects, one of which is plural and the other is in singular, joined by the conjunction and or, the verb agrees with the subject that is closest to it. Okay, so let's understand this with an example. The boy or his friends jog every morning. So here as you can see students, these two nouns, they joined with or. Okay, but the noun is different. One it is in the singular form and one it is in the plural form. Okay, so how we'll place the verb? We'll place the verb nearest. What is the closest noun is there? If it is in the plural form, so we'll write the verb in the plural form. His friends or the boy jogs every morning. So as you can see here, this is in the plural form and this is in the singular form. Okay. So what the verb is nearest, closest to the noun, that according to that will put the verb. Sentences with as well as then with. When a sentence consists of two subjects that are joined by the words as well as or with, the verb takes the singular or plural form based on the fresh subject. So let's understand this. The director as well as the crew is going for the first show. Okay. So we'll place the verb according to the first subject. The crew with the director are going for the first show. Okay. So here also we are placing the verb according to the subject. The 6th grade students with their class teacher are in the library. Okay. So here we are putting the verbs according to the first subject. The class teacher as well as the 6th grade students is in the library. Now let's move into the next. Sentences with each, either, neither, everyone, everybody, one of the. Okay. So if these sentences comes in the sentence, then what will we do? When the words each, either, neither, everyone, everybody or one of the are used in a sentence, the verb takes the singular form. Okay. So please remember students these things, that these words, if these words comes in the sentence, you have to write always singular verb. Let's read the sentence. Each of the children is required to bring their own paper. Okay. So as you can see here, it each. It is come in the sentence. If there is a children, okay, it is in the plural form, but we have to write singular verb, okay, because each come. Either color is fine with me. Neither of the two lamps is working. Everyone has arrived at the party. Everybody is waiting for you. One of the students has brought the ticket. Okay. So as you can see students, we are putting the verb in the singular form because these words come in the sentence. Next point is sentence with either or neither nor. Okay. So if the sentences in the sentences they are coming either or and neither nor, then what will do? In a sentence where two subjects are joined with either or, neither or, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Okay. So if the sentences are joined with this conjunction, okay, so what we have to do? We have to write the verb closest to the subject, according to the subject. Either my mother or my sisters are choosing my shirt. Okay. So here the words they joined with either or. Okay. So we have to write the verbs according to the closest subject. As you can see here my sisters, it is in the plural form. So we have to write the verb in the plural form. Let's read the next. Neither my sisters nor my mother is ready for the party. Okay. So here as you can see my mother, it is in a singular form. Okay. So we have to write the verb in a singular form. Are either my brothers or my father here? Is either my father or my brothers here? Let's move to the next sentence with much and a little. Much and a little are used with uncountable nouns and in a sentence they take the singular verb. Okay. So much and a little. Okay, they are always used with uncountable nouns that I have already explained you, and they always carry the singular verb. Much money has been spent trying to repair the fan. Only a little of the food has been eaten. Sentence with many and a few. So these words are used with countable nouns and they take the plural verb in a sentence. So students, please remember these things. Many and a few, they always take a plural verb. Many of my friends are waiting for their results. A few of my friends have got their results. Collective noun. So what is collective noun? Groups. Collective nouns like jury, group, team, crowd take the singular or plural form of the word depending on the meaning of the noun. Okay. So they always take they can take singular or plural form depending on their meaning. The group sings really well. Okay. So here we are considering one group. So the group sings well. So we are putting singular verb. The group members have been debating which song to sing. Okay. So here we are talking about the group members. So they are in a plural form. So we are writing plural verb. In the first sentence, the subject group act as a single unit. Okay, and the singular verb form since is used. In the second sentence, the subject group members do not act as a single unit and the plural verb form have is used. So this was all about your chapter, students. Please note down the sentences and the grammar vocabulary in the PDF.